Beautiful, beloved brothers and sisters. 7 and 7 portal. The Serious portal. The time that marks an opportunity for the next 2 weeks. So this is an energy forecast. It is a current timeline forecast as what to expect, what might be moving through you, what may already be showing its face in initiation, and how to be supportive of your human experience, how to be supportive of what it is that you are traversing and moving through as an individual being, and to gift you some more insight on how you can work with what may surface, and to be aware of the current energies that are at play. So if you have not received any of my transmissions, energy forecasts, or prophetic visions before, I am Giaya Ariati. I am of sound heart and sound mind, and I am the assigned oracle for the 144 and beyond. In these transmissions, you may feel energy shift and move through your cellular structure. You may feel or remember different aspects of yourself, and you may be initiated into deeper recognition of who you be and why you're here. So in that, be kind to your body and your current circumstances of where you are receiving this transmission. If you are driving, if you are in a state where you need focus, or you are in an experience where you may get distracted by energetic upgrades, I would suggest that you pause this video now and come back to it at a later point in time. There is 2 parts to this video. There is the energetic forecast from the 7th of July to the 21st of July, which I will be expressing in relation to what wants to come through, and then there is the 7 and 7 portal transmission. So that is the activation, the initiation, using this portal of energy to assist you in what it is going to provide for you in relation to how you will be expanded into greater recognition of yourself. Because I am very much in my own transformative stage at this moment, I would like to witness and recognize that I am going to do this from direct channel, because my cognitive brain is a little jumbled, and my human being that I am here in allness is relating, communicating, and doing anything beyond the giggly points of my life experience quite challenging. So, all right. So just taking 3 deep breaths with me, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. We are connecting into the next 2 weeks of energetic forecasting. We are asking for the directive and the information that is here for the collective bringers of change, the 144 and beyond, that would resonate to this vibrational frequency, to the information that is being offered, and for the awareness as how to implement this into the human experience, so that we are working with the ethereal and the physical, that we are working with the aspects of mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, so that we are in the trinity of mind, body, and soul, as well as consciousness, vessel, and spirit. That this information is landing in all layers and all dimensions at the highest possible capacity, so that all that receive this can receive what is there for them, no matter where they are on their journey and their evolvement in consciousness. Alright, miandaya no okoria takaria te kianai, ni ishe te kiaria otokore e kiari e kiariani e tiatiana. What you can expect over the next period of the 2-week frame is that we are coming into a point of reconnection. Reconnection being that there was once a connection and it has been disconnected, and it is re-emerging, revisiting, or reconnecting in. This can be seen in multiple ways, multiple layers. You can receive a connection point through your own internal circuitry system. You can plug yourself back into an aspect of self or identity that has been lost or placed in repression, suppression, disconnection through a memory, or it may be that it just was too much for your circuitry system and self to be replugged in before this time. A reconnection to family members, old lovers, or connection to soul family, a reconnection to a vision that maybe has gone and been placed on the back burner. There may be a reconnection to an aspect of creation or a specific frequency, a reconnection to gifts or abilities, but the focus is on the reconnection of what is being provided for you, and reconnecting in multiple layers and allowing this connection point to stabilize a new version or a new perspective of what was once experienced in a higher evolved expression of frequency and also in stability. And so what is being provided is an opportunity to self-reflect, to move through and see thyself in a way of where, when I disconnected from this individual, this vision, this opportunity, this part of myself, this ability, this gift, it was because it was actually serving me and not a disservice. So the focus is not to look at how, when we disconnect, it is of a disservice, but how does disconnection or separation actually gift you an opportunity to alchemize or to grow? We always look at separation in a negative lens. We don't look at how, when we create space or a separation point in our experience, that it is serving us to create a connection in different forms or different lenses. And so when we are disconnecting, and when we're going through this process of reconnection at this point in time over this next 2-week phase, it's to look at and really self-reflect as to why disconnection was necessary. What did I need to see about myself or other? What did I need to witness about my environment? What did I need to alchemize and ground as to why I could not create this vision? Why was it that this relationship had to dissolve and then only re-emerge at this point in time? Why was space? Why was the separation point important for me to see myself and a further zoomed out lens that is beneficial to all beings and not just that of the service to self? So this is a period of time that allows for you to recognize and witness where I was focusing on myself, where I was focused perhaps only on what was needed for me, where I needed to autonomize or disconnect from, where I needed to push something away, where I needed to decide that that was not something that was on my path or my mission, where I needed to separate myself from family to find out who I was. So a period and a phase of your experience, no matter how long or how short, of you coming into autonomy. So the phase that you are coming out of is the autonomous service to self phase. I needed to be in service to me. I needed to pull away. I needed to disconnect. I needed this phase of experience so that I knew, when I reconnected in this reconnection phase, what I know now. What self-reflections? How did I perhaps not do things aligned with my sacred heart? How did I see others or blame others for the experience that was at hand? How did I see that the vision that I was seeing then could not have been manifested by me or others or other in that way because it was not synergized to the sacred heart of truth? What self-reflection pieces? How do I ask myself in and before this reconnection phase where I need to take accountability? Where did I blame others for not being able to create this experience? Where did I blame my family? Where did I blame humanity? Where did I blame or project and place an external expectation that others were not ready for this creation point or this connection point, this unity point. So reconnection in unity. Where did I blame myself? Where did I disconnect from source in self-blame, self-punishment, self-projection, that I was unable to reconnect to my gifts, my abilities in the knowing of deservability? What is it that is unfolding for me in the real uncomfortable aspect of heartbreak, in the pushing away of something to reconnect to something in greater truth? This is a part of human experience. This is a part of self-realization. This is a part of healing. Sometimes we need to step away from relationships that are not aligned, only to further down the path reconnect with them. Sometimes we need to step away from our family to decondition ourselves and find ourselves in what my values are, what my beliefs are, who I am beyond my trauma story of my mother and my father wound. Who am I, so that I can come back into my family and see the other of my family in the truth of what they provide for me, without blaming, judging, projecting, or wronging them, without feeling triggered and without wanting to hide from them, but instead being able to see the contribution that they are to me for what they are and for who I am. Where did I need to step away from my path, my mission, my purpose? Where did I need to put that creation on the back burner so that I could present myself with clearing my own pathways to come back into alignment of what that mission or purpose really was, who those players were, what roles we really played to each other, without the confusion, without the karmic footprint, without the entanglements? What is the purified expression of this reconnection without the trauma? And so as you move through this process of reconnecting, the need to know why, acceptance, and to feel the grief that occurred. So grieving where I was not kind, compassionate, or understanding of this experience, where I felt I had to be harsh to reclaim my self-autonomy, where perhaps I was unable to see with love the separation point, and instead I have created hurt for myself in the expectation and need of another. Where is it that in this spaciousness I gave up on my path or my creation, only to see it re-emerge in greater acceptance of what it really was, in the readiness, in the grounding, and in the anchoring, so that I can walk forth in this new energy and this new opportunity. So as you sit and you receive this, if you have a pen and paper handy, what I would like to do is to pose some questions for you as you move through this 2-week phase of period in self-reflection. And to ask yourself through these questions and to really sit with what is there as you reconnect to what is available now. The first question being that you can sit in your sacred heart, sit in a state of self-reflection, meditation, or just in the presence of your being, and ask yourself, what part of me had to be met in autonomy and separation that whilst I was immersed in connection, I could not see? What part of other or creation could I not see in truth because I was too enmeshed in the entanglement? What experience has provided itself to me now because I separated myself from needing to do it with other? What empowerment has been provided in the recognition that I do not need other, but I can join other? What reconnection point has re-emerged as I've stabilized myself. And in that stabilization, I see other in truth. And to revisit these questions at different points over the next 2 weeks, to allow for them to alchemize, synergize, and harmonize and bring you some greater recognition. And as you journal, self-reflect, and bring forth this, that you allow yourself to feel the emotions that come up from it. That you allow yourself to emerge into this reconnection point by fully releasing any of the residual energies, any of the residual grief, any of the residual resentments, any of the residual betrayals, any of the residual expression of energetic representation that would keep you from the pure connection point. So this pure reconnection, what is it providing for us? What is it gifting us in this moment forward? Something different to what we thought, but we did know was possible. And that's why it's returning back into our vortex. Is the lens that we were seeing it from was distorted. It was not pure. And the pure consciousness that is being provided now is why the reconnection can come through. A different lens from a higher evolved state of perspective that invites us to gift us what we've known in our sacred heart, but haven't been ready to create. And so these recreations, what is providing is an actualization. So we've sat in manifestation moments where you've felt the truth of what you could create in family, in relationship, in creation portals, in visions, in purpose, but it has not been ripe, ready. You haven't been able to anchor it, and that's okay. It's okay to know that sometimes we try and land things before we're ready. It's okay to know that sometimes we bring things in prematurely. And it's okay to recognize that sometimes we try to do it with those that we're not supposed to do it with. And that in that, this ripeness, this readiness, and from manifestation into actualization. So manifestation is something that we talk about so often. We talk about manifestation as a gift of bringing something into our vortex, but we don't talk about how to actualize it, anchor it, and bring it into physical reality. So most of us stay in the manifestation phase where we are initiating us, feeling ourselves and recognizing it, but we don't know how to land and bring it into the physical presence. And so we move through the unconscious initiations of manifestation until we can clear the pathway to actualization. Actualization is where you see it, here. Oh my goodness. What I knew was possible, what I've been manifesting is right here in front of me for the taking, for the claiming, and for the being. And so actualization is where it lands in your physical reality, where your physical reality lines up to all that you knew was possible, all that you have been alchemizing, all that you have been synergizing. And so it is a creation point. It is a point of actualizing the abundance, actualizing the vision, and actually lining up to bringing that into physical, tangible reality. And so this actualization point has only been possible by reconnecting to what was in a new lens of energy signature in purity. And so what you will find is that people, experiences, possibilities, visions, creations, those offerings, those opportunities that perhaps you are re-emerging into and you're seeing the wholeness. And the message is that it is ready now. The message is that you are able to hold it, be met in it, and to have the support of it. That before this point in time, whatever is surfacing for you was not able to be met in support, in the mirrors, and in the purity that would make this an expansive, prosperous adventure. Whether that be a divine union, whether that be that you're connecting to soul family, sisterhood, whether that be that your family is coming into greater connection, and you see that what you visioned for your family in the creation experiences are coming into the actualization. Maybe you're starting to travel. Maybe you decided to let go of your mainstream or your physical business, and you've actually decided to invest in your soul's purpose. Maybe the things that have closed, you're seeing why they closed, so that you can actualize what you've known for years and years and seen possible. This point is available, but you can also miss it. And that is the beauty of this period of time. Reconnection. The reconnection of what you need to do to actualize this into your reality. What are those things that you could miss? And how can you miss them? If you really desire to create this actualization of your vision, this reconnection point that is ripe, available, and energetically supported in the next 2 weeks from the 7th to the 21st of July, that this energy and this veil thinning and this portal of reconnection and actualization is here. But you are a sovereign being and you have choice. And that is beautiful. So what could you do to miss this opportunity? Some of the themes that may come up are fear. The fear of repeating the past. The fear of opening to vulnerability. The fear of being rejected. The fear of being violated. The fear of being demonized or blamed, we'll say. So these patterns of thought forms are popping up. Where have I been this in my past that in this reconnection point I am afraid to reconnect because of this? Where do I have walls, barriers, and identities? Where are there wounds that are surfacing that are the separation point to the reconnection of this actualization? What is it about me that I need to see that would cause me to allow the fear of paralysis? So these are frozen moments, moments in time where there is terror that may exist in the body. There is a shutting down of the nervous system. There is a closing down of the thought forms or an ejection from your disassociation from your human experience in relation to not wanting to reconnect to these new opportunities. These opportunities will come, and you have an opportunity to meet them in a different way. To be open and yielding, to be soft and willing, yet discerning of who you allow this opportunity. Where are you feeling the whisper to lean in? And where is the resistance point within your own experience? What you may find is that these are connected to root chakra traumas. Root chakra traumas that are surfacing. Those are very far repressed and suppressed points of remembrance, whether that be inner child, whether that be a past version of yourself, or it is the furthest separation point. If you think of connection, it's the furthest disconnection that may hold this as a fear to allow for this to manifest or actualize into your experience. So what is surfacing are some of the energies around immense horror, terror, fear, disconnection, one-dimensional consciousness, the severity of the essence and what was and what can be re-emerged. How you may experience this in your body is through turbulence of energetic expression, fatigue, depression, suicidal thoughts, desire to give up, the energy of feeling attacked, the energy of feeling as though someone is after you. Paranoia may start to come up. Overthinking and overanalyzing. These are some of the themes that will come in the desire to step away from the core wounds that are surfacing in the opportunity to reconnect, whether that's inwardly or outwardly. You might start over-analyzing someone's intentions towards you. You may start to allow for the fear of what has been in the past to disconnect you from allowing yourself to reconnect from someone in the now. That this placing of what has been in the separation point will allow for you to open and allow for what is really there. What are you afraid of? What vulnerability, what softness, what sweetness would allow for the essence of deep connection to emerge? And so as you are looking at where you're sitting within this energy forecast, how can you support your human being? How can you support your human when it feels a sense of fear and terror? How can you regulate your nervous system? How can you create sacred safe space? Who can you reach out to that you know will be able to say, it's okay, I got you? Who can you allow into your field to soften your energy energetically or emotionally, mentally or physically? Who do you have as a safe space that you can start to ask for a little support? Because this root chakra, emergence, reconnection, expansion, recalibration, pending where you're at in your journey, will pend exactly what the theme is that is surfacing, will allow for you to bring other in as you reconnect to more of self. So that is the theme. How can I allow myself to be met in more connection with other and see the mirror is not separate? How can I be supported by other to support myself? How can I support a space for other to see themselves in more of themselves in this opportunity of inviting them in? So as you move through this phase, you'll find a softening, an opening, an essence, a purity, an innocence, and a childlike nature. Through that, the pure creation is available. And that actualization of the pure vision, the pure purpose, the pure union, the pure sisterhood, the pure family connections emerge. So the offering here as we move into the transmission phase of this is purity consciousness, and how purity consciousness is going to be there for you. The purity consciousness pillars and what is emerging from the land and from the ether to connect in deeper union with yourself. If you only wanted to hear the energy forecast for the next couple of weeks and what we'll be moving through, that is okay. You are welcome to surrender and release yourself from this space now. If you would like to further your activation and your reconnection, then I would invite you into this 7 and 7 portal transmission that will be channeled through from that of Isis and Aphrodite. And from the purity consciousness and the coding of that of which they hold together in a signature that has not been met, in their emergence and reconnection, to provide a new opportunity for receivership. I would invite you to stay sitting unless you find it challenging to receive frequencies through your body. If you find that your spinal column may require more support, then I would ask that you take some time to align yourself and recognizing that the frequency is coming in nice and fast. So we are going to go into the state of receiving, listening to your body, your truth, and how you can best receive this transmission. in all that it has for you, for other and for humanity, for the earth, the ether, and self in source I am. Mi ikiari anai ikiari ushataya kurukuria deese ma'ane anai te akiaru anai. As we ask to take 3 deep breaths now, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. Ya ya na ye you no ra ye te ya kara yo. As we acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, past, present, and emerging, and then we ask that these ancestors, the ancestors of purity consciousness, the code holders and the guardians that are in support of us conducting medicine, moving through the realms of consciousness and reclaiming that of more of the I am of self. That you take the time to receive, that all of your cells, atoms, and molecules go into receptivity, to alchemize, synergize, and harmonize, to move through the point of mergence. To merge that of one timeline to the bridge of another, to merge that of your human consciousness to your ethereal consciousness, to merge that of identity to essence, to start to bridge the gap of that which is there for you without dictating what that is for you. That you allow for this 7 and 7 portal to open, to feel the fullness of the opportunity of the golden white light and the diamond frequency. To alchemize, synergize, and harmonize a new neurological pathway, to connect into the circuitry systems, and to allow for the softness and the sweetness of matter to soften into the alchemy and the synergy of allowing for your highest monadic self and the resonant frequency that you can receive in purity here now. That we ask for the prosperity coding, the opulence coding, and for the manifestation with the actualization templates that you hold in your unique self to be activated, realigned, and recalibrated in this now moment. That we ask that you call in what is ready to be actualized here now. Yonore yanayehi naraikyate yosadaiki anaye mianaye eria kianai deeri ederi ederi. To move the ethers in the above and the below, and to allow for reconnection through the entire Trinity, through mind, body, soul, consciousness, vessel, and spirit. To allow for the hidden keys to emerge. The keys to what's ready to be unlocked for you. To unlock the self-realization points, the self-reflective points, the creation points, the unification points, the opportunity to unlock that which is ready to emerge in creation. In the purity expression of self, as we ask that each chakra system that is ready to return a key, karia orianai. Yesedia kosho to koria kari. No ondayanai. Yo ondoyanai kiarianai. Yeshete keri. Yeshete keri. Yeshete keri. Returns a key. And multiple keys are unlocking, returning, and entering. Where the treasure trust, daya orian daya no okoyana, of self, other, reality. Unlocking the grids that sit within the earth of Pachamama, miandori and daya kiaria okoriandiana. The pillars of light and the temple of light, positioning. Nianda atakaria takeria na. No oshotokore iana hianai. Ua e ai. Ua e ai. That the pillars of purity consciousness and the geometric pathways that sit within the oria karia no kaya shakeria setakiana, the atmospheric positions, mo osotokuyana, the firmament, miandeanaya otokoriana, and the birthing portal down into earth. Yo anaye, that the keys are returned, miandaya nianaya okoyanai, that you see yourself not as separate from the earth or the ether, ya akariandianai, but as you place the key into the lock of that which is ready for you, that you unlock that which is ready for humanity. Yandai kianaho. Yandaro do naite yanai. And that as you unlock and open, that you feel, sense, see, perceive what is ready in the visioning of all that you have to gift in the actualization process. To ask that your higher self, your essence, and your vision take you to exactly what it is that you're bringing forth to anchor in now, what your pillar is in this moment. The pillar of light. Ma'aka ataka 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 rasata mahana niiki bo'oroto isha ratana diiki a naha. That you allow for your unique pillar of light, of frequency, to anchor into the grids, the ley lines, the light pathways, to activate the book of records, miandayano okoyana, of self, of the earth, of the ether, the pathways that hold the akashic records, miandayano okoyandianai, the halls of a menti, miandayano ushutukorianai, the library, of the wisdoms, of the pearls, of that of consciousness, of purity, here to be visioned into reality. Miandaya no okoyandayanai, yeshete kerie otokoria kariandianai, di iseteandianai. As you ask for your manifestation templates to reconnect to the templates of actualization that sit within your blueprint. Mo'oku anaya de 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 de. Ooh, I he. Ooh, I he. That you feel the reconnection of the left and the right hemispheres within the brain and the body, mia aria toko yandeanai, where spirit and matter, ma'a kayanai, journey and connect. Ma'arianeana, where higher self, ma'aria tokoyana, meets human interpretation. Yokore yanai, yotokore, yata yanai, where versions of self merge with the physical here and the now. Ma'ari ikianai, doshotokore akari akari akeria tekiande, no ro 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 ro. No, ro, 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 ro. Where the key unlocks the treasure, and the treasure becomes that of which you can hold. As this portal, miatayatori akeriandianai, Desetiana is the claiming of that, of the I am that comes to your mind now. This I am, miandeanaya tokuana, actualizing into your being, your molecular structure. Bo ushotokoria tatakaria, yotorea dea 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 dea, yotorea tatea nai, yotorea tatataria nai. Where there's no separation point to the I am of what you have been alchemizing into. No more hidden aspect, no more hiding parts. Mia ari, yo okweana, yisataya teanai, illuminated in the golden white light that is here in support of Serius. Mia akiano okweanai, de eseteana, the goddess Isis or Isis, de ikiariandeanai, and her counterpart mirror of purification, in beauty and love, Maya Kariandianai, Aphrodite, Yakaria Kuyanai, to feel them dance in union around you, gifting you the magic that they both hold, Maare Ya Akuyanai, No Sotorea Teanai, Yishataya Gyanai, No Sore Yanai. Temple priestess Mayatena, high oracle Maakiana, devoted to God source creator, Yookuana, wrapping you, Mayandeanai, in the medicine of their memory. Maakiandeanu Okuana, anointing you, Miandeanai, Yasatari, Yono. Mishadaya Dea Kuyanai, Nishadaya, Dishadaya Kuyateanai, where rainbow ribbon of light, Neesetiana, alchemizing around your pillar, allowing for your DNA, Muukweria, Doseria Setea Dea Deanai, to remember Mayandeanaya Tuana. The purity consciousness strands of the DNA of your angelic representation of self in connection to your God presence. As they weave and dance, as the Kundalini Mayandeano Okuyana of golden opulence, Bataya Tori, Dishitikiana, in beauty and grace, Mi Asetiana, humility, Naya Atiandianai, Dosotokoyana, and potency, Nushutokoyanai. Bring forth a unity, Maatea Toshutokoyandianai, Dosotore Yakayandianai, Sotore Yanai, Sototo Yanai. Where the alchemy of the past and the future, Miandeano Ukuyana, create the presence of the known now, Mi Ikiaria Tokuyandianai, where matter and ether, Mi Satayatori, Dishatekariandiana, in the softness and the sweetness, Da Akaria Tokuyandianai, in the creation potential, Miandeano are met within each and every one of your cells. Yorororo, Ikayanai, where the keys continue to unlock all that is here for you. Mi Endianaya Kiandianai, and the diamonds, Maateandianai, that have been held in this treasure chest, Do Okuriandiana, are held in the hands of your offering to the divine. Yokore Dayakari Dikea Shatakari Misataya no Okuyanai Desetekeri Yono 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 Yanai as we allow for the beauty and the grace, the softness and the sweetness of Aphrodite to meet Isis, in the remembrance of how they have initiated you through time-space continuum, taking you back to the temple of light, where you are purified, move through the initiation processes, and reclaimed your transcendent self. Where golden threads emerge through that of your being, weaving and dancing the geometry of the flower of life. The woven expression of the Merkaba, through each cell, perfect and whole in its expression of unique source connection. Yotore Naya Isarareanae Ninshandai Dikarae, where you allow for the sweetness of the purity of sexuality, the nectar of life, the seed of purity of creation meet the cosmic womb of divinity. Yorote anae kianai, sataya 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 sataya, de esere anai, ikianae, alchemizing from the root to the crown, in the above and the below and beyond, in all directions. These beautiful, purified goddess, meeting in oneness, emerging you into the chrysalis of their crystalline structure, of that which you hold in your own unique expression. As they hold you in their divine expression, where you allow yourself to go through the metamorphosis. Nore yandaye, isadayandaye, nisadayo, daikayanai, nisareyaho. The metamorphosis, where you emerge into this new creation point, this actualization of all that you've been working towards, to this point in your juncture of remembrance. Yikiataya doshutokore dayanai, 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 dayasetea dosotokoyanai, where they support you with their medicine, magic, mateatoyanai, and their offerings, yokoyandayanai, unique in their individuality, but working in union, dosotoena, creating a signature essence, yosotoenai, of purity consciousness of Christ, yosotoendeanai, where the bridge of matter and ether dissolve, yokoenai etiandeanai, in no separation point. Yo 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 dayate teate teate anai desete kiarianai atianai, where we place the golden rose, yellow and flourishing in life. The rose into the place of the heart and the sacral, the gift to Aphrodite's beauty, love and lineage, her bloodline sweet, pure, and of the essence of the heavens. Where you reclaim what is here for you to actualize now into your reality. Basataya ko, basataya ko, basataya ko yanaya teyanai. As we ask now that the neural pathways, the meridian lines, the chakras, the portals of the feet, and all layers of that which you be, alchemize, synergize, balance, and harmonize, that all of you come into the harmony of this frequency, that it is instantaneously integrated, that it is moved into the moments and the time of solidification, that you are this is you. As we anchor it into the above and the below with the infinity symbol moving through the center of the heart, as within, so without, where all of this becomes that which is you. Ma'aya, aya, 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 aya. And taking 3 deep breaths now into the center of your heart, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. As we give thanks and gratitude to the land that held us and the ancestors and all beings in support here today of this purity, Christ, Isis, and Aphrodite consciousness, the timeline of ancient Egypt and early Rome, the hidden expression of consciousness that is emerging throughout a collective that we all play a part and a role to. And we give thanks and gratitude to this goddess presence and to the 7 and 7 portal, to the Christ consciousness carriers and to those of the angelic realms. I give thanks and gratitude to yourself for being here, for choosing and for claiming that of which you are, and for that of God Source Creator, the oneness, the wholeness of that of all that is in the I am. I love you. Returning to your present physical state, your body, slowly and gently coming into that which is you, as I allow all of that which is me to bring you back. Ayare yanai. Misataya toria ke andayanai. And returning into your feet, your calves, into your thighs, your pelvis, your abdomen, all of you returning into you, coming into your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, the front of your face and the crown of your head, making some movements in your neck, your fingers, taking a stretch, allowing yourself to give you a hug and a squeeze. Slowly, gently opening your eyes. Being gentle and kind as you alchemize this frequency, this wholeness. Taking some time to purify yourself in the waters, to feed yourself nourishing foods, beverages, to have a rest and a nap, to just sit in that which you have remembered, in that which you have gifted humanity. Acknowledging all that has come up for you in this transmission. If you enjoyed this, please support my mission and all that are connected to my mission because this is not my mission. This is ours. By donating to the PayPal link, there is a donation link through my link tree. And if you are one of the leaders of the new earth, and you know that you're here for the great works, please reach out if you are asking for support in how to stabilize, alchemize, and bring further clarity to what you're bringing through. I work with limited individuals based on source directives, so please, before you reach out, really sit with source and ask if it is in the highest resonance for you, me, and for the entire of the creation space. If I do not respond to your emails, it is because I just simply do not have the energy and the capacity to do so, and that I am only called into so much service. But I love you, I see you, I hold you, and I am here for you in these moments here. To honor yourself and to see yourself. If there is someone that you know would receive this with great contribution, please share, like, and subscribe and comment so that we can transcend censorship and blow up YouTube in a beautiful, expansive way of purity consciousness. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for who you are. I love you. I see you. Amen.